Today I've managed to sort out the generator throttle control issue. I've changed the code a little bit. There's just basically one value I changed and that was it. And I've used an Arduino Nano. Now this Arduino Nano has these posts on it. It has these connection points where I could just like screw in wires. And it's still running just now. There's no problems with it. It hasn't cut out once. So it could just be an issue with the Arduino Uno boards, the larger ones being more interference sensitive. But what I've got set up here is I've got my big power inverter in here, and it's connected up to my battery bank here, and it's going through this amp meter, which will probably shoot straight up to maximum when I start this up. So I'll start the generator and show you it working. The card is just set to charge on low, which is about 1.4 kilowatts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the inverter off just now, and I'm going to start the generator first. Right, and I'm now going to switch the inverter on. And now we'll switch the car off. So as you can see, that pulls a heck of a lot of current, and the throttle control works. I'll try it again. What I'll do is I'll just connect the inverter directly into the post there, because that shunt gets really hot. Switch it again. About 1.6 kilowatts coming out of the generator. It's a bit noisy right here. So as you can see, that now works perfectly well. I can't see very much issues with that at all, apart from it seems that the generator's getting quite bogged down. It could be running at a higher RPM, and the only solution to that would be probably just put a slightly larger pulley on the generator head, and that would probably do it. And another thing is, it doesn't seem like much of the current is flowing through this big bridge rectifier, so after started the generator, I really should remove this, because this was quite hot. It seems that this one likes to take all the current. The bridge rectifier not doing very much. And it's just basically the body diodes and the MOSFETs and this bike controller, it just ends up acting as a big bridge rectifier. But that's working now, and I think it's still alive. yeah, it's still responding, so I don't think there's any issues with it now. The power supply issue is the only thing really. If I was to run this off just like say the buck converter off the generator, I think the electrical noise would be far too much for it. So I'm fine just running off a battery just now. I may just get myself a much bigger battery and just run it off that, and maybe a 5 amp hour 3-cell LiPo battery would be able to probably run that servo for days. And the way I've got it wired up is on the VN terminals on the Arduino Nano. I've just got the 11.1 volt battery coming in, and in parallel with that is a buck converter there, which powers this servo, and then into A0 we've got the battery voltage coming off the voltage divider, and we've got ground of the battery bank coming into ground on the Arduino there, and then on the output on D9, pin D9, that's just the signal out to the servo, and that's it. It hasn't failed yet. So the only thing left to do is a safety high voltage cutoff, so when if the battery voltage starts getting too high, like say something goes wrong and gets stuck full throttle, it'll cut the fuel supply and ignition to the engine, protecting the battery bank. I don't want to use Arduino to do that, because if it fails, then obviously I'm going to have no safety, and I'll probably use some other system. I'm not really sure what. Probably, I don't know if I could use the solar charge controller. I could maybe have an error output mode. I can maybe find something in there, but I think it's only got a low voltage cutoff error output. But that's where we're up to. The throttle control's working really well. So in regards to the code, all I've changed is just these two values here. They were 884 and 954, but I've just put them to 784 and 1000. I've just made the range of voltages a bit wider, so it just doesn't surge anymore, and that was it. And just this very simple program here is all it took.